We're back with Treasure Hunters Roadshow from Seattle, Washington.
If you think you've seen unusual treasures, you haven't seen anything like this. Steve.
Hi.
How are you?
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. This place is pretty hard to find.
Yeah, I like to keep it secluded. You don't want the neighbors paying too much attention to it.
Yeah, well, good thing you're not. Doesn't look like you're bringing attention to yourself.
No. But once you get into the yard here, you'll see that it's pretty dramatic.
Okay.
If there's anything that's glass or ceramic or whatever that won't fall apart in the weather, I can go ahead and put that stuff out in the yard. I have a lot of odd things in general in my house, around the yard, and that sort of thing.
Do you want to show us inside?
Yeah. So I've taken the house and I've embellished it on the inside to where it's the ultimate Victorian, cluttered, decorated look. Except it's gone a little too far and I ran out of space a long time ago.
Oh, that looks like you got this well under control.
Yeah.
Steve, how did you start your collection?
When I was a child, I visited Ye Olde Curiosity Shop here in Seattle. At the time, they even had a bin full of human skulls that were $10 each, and my dad wouldn't buy me one. So I think maybe what you see here in my house might be sort of a reaction to being denied that initial human skull.
It's weird, it's wild, and really there are no words to describe it. So I'll let Steve do his best.
Two-headed animals and other things like that. I was going to have a proper mad scientist laboratory room. I'm here alone. It never seems this congested for some reason. Funeral instruments, they would pull the plunger back and they would snap it. And it has a bunch of sharp pins that would then poke you. For some reason, women always ask, how do you dust this place? I just tell people there's just a special protective coating on everything. Just kind of...
What is that coating called?
Doesn't have a name.
And you and I have something in common. We're both single, handsome men.
There you go. So it's really difficult to find girls that would put up with this kind of clutter, though, at this point. So,
what are you talking about?
so
I think once the ladies see this, I think it's all going to change.